Hey guys. I'm pretty sure we are up and running. And I've just forgot my wipey towel thing, apron. Okay, so today I didn't want to finish the drawing off that we have been doing, so apologies if that's what you were expecting, but I wanted to do something that maybe everybody could have a go at, no matter ability, so I just thought we'd give something different a go. And we're gonna work on, or I'm gonna work on, a dandelion head. This was actually inspired by one of my patrons, Nina, who did a really pretty dandelion head, and I thought, you know what, I really like that. And then, you know, when you think, oh, I don't know what to do tonight, you just want to do something, I decided, right, okay, let's just do that and see how it goes. So yeah, we've got Nina to thank for that. I'm just putting some colour down on my palette. So I'm just using tonight Hobbycraft art acrylics, which are quite nice and thick. I was hoping to have some acrylics posted today, but they didn't turn up. So, and then I'm just using my Arteza acrylics as well for the background colours and also for the colours of the dandelion seeds, I suppose. And then I've got, I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep it natural looking. I think I do. So I've got my abstract titanium white, which I think I'll use for the bit that's out of focus. If I want to colour it, I might do, don't know yet. And then I'm just going to use my white, or I've also got my Posca pen if I feel like I want to do that as well. Hi Erica. So at the minute my palette is just a tile with some tin foil on, just for easy cleanup, and the other side has a previous gone wrong painting that never got finished. And I'm just going to mix the colours up while we're waiting for some people to turn up. So I'm just going to mix it on the palette. Oh, that's a bit wishy-washy, that one. It's not quite as punchy as I want it. So, how is everybody doing? That's a bit better. I need the background to have a fair bit of colour on there because I need the dandelion to stand out. So I'll darken it if I need to. That's where we're at the minute. I've zoomed you in a little bit, but what I might do is zoom you out so you can see. I've got a big soft brush because I want the background to be as smooth as possible, she says. I've basically been inspired by two separate photos, one for the background colour and the second one for the actual dandelion head itself. So they've come off of Pexels. I literally just googled dandelion petal, so we want the darkest this side. I did think about using my stencils that I used in the owl picture, but because they need washing straight away, I would have to keep getting up. So I thought for the sake of tonight, let's just leave it. I can always add it on later on off camera if I wanted to. I'm using a soft brush because I want to get the transitions nice and smooth. hoping not to paint all over my desk, but I knew that was going to happen. I thought I'd be prepared, but no. It is warm today, isn't it? Sorry, I shouldn't lift it up because you probably can't see it very well, can you? Oh, it's a pain when it's not on a whatever it's called, easel, that's the word. I'll colour the edges another time. Okay, so we need to blend this middle section in a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is, now that it's on, I don't know whether this is going to work. I haven't used this brush before, but it's a clean, really soft, dry brush, and hopefully it will help me get a nice soft blend. So I'm barely touching the canvas. Give it a clean. Go again. That's given me a much softer blend. Whoops, that's not going to help, is it, Benita? That's just a crusty bit of paint. So I'm using a 2-inch brush to get the background on. I'm just going to go over again to make sure that I've covered all of that canvas. Need some more white. Nice and dark in that corner. So just making sure I've got the whole of the canvas covered. I'll do the edges after, when I've actually finished the painting. Right, how are we doing? It's not quite as even as I'd like in there. That's a bit better. There's an annoying bit of fluff. Can't tell what that is. Okay, so I'm going with my clean dry brush again. This also helps. I'd like to go in circles, but it's not big enough for that. Also helps eradicate brush marks as well. Across, so that's a much more nicer transition. Where is everybody today? It's really quiet. Okay, we just got to wait for that to dry a little bit. So while that's drying a touch, I have got the hairdryer should I need to. I am just very quickly going to do these shares. Thank you. I really enjoyed doing the owl. I needed to do it. It's why I need to do this. Yeah, you know when you just need to do something, and as long as you don't overthink it, it will work out. And I think that's what I need to do. I think the trouble is I've been overthinking too much lately. So it's definitely a nice easy way to release and let go. So I recommend it to anybody if they haven't tried abstract before. Okay, one more place to post, and then that's, oh no, cancel. Then we're ready to go. It's probably, I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway. No, I won't do it because the last person to post in that group was me last week, so probably not worth it. Okay, so I don't want to show you the picture because I want it to develop naturally while you're watching. Hi Georgina. Thank you, Erica. Don't be shy. If you're able to come say hello, please do. If you're not sure exactly where to post, rather than be in the app, if you go to youtube.com and then find me on the website rather than the app, I think it's easier, I think. So I'm going to put them two brushes aside so I don't get them mixed up. I don't need those colours anymore. What I do need now is my nice soft round brush. So it's had a bit of time to start drying off. So what I'm now going to do, I seriously need two monitors just so I can see what the heck I'm doing half the time. Hi Vicky. Hi Regina. Oh, there you go. Look, you're still able to chat though. Okay, I think I've got a happy medium where I can read you. In fact, I don't need the background image anymore, so I can get rid of that. Okay, so I'm going to do... Go with the flow. Don't think about it. Go with the flow. Don't think about it. I'm thinking about it. just go with the flow. Let's grab some white. Let's just do. I love this brush because it gives you instant texture. And then if I want to soften that out, I think that's probably too dirty now. I might be alright, she says. Just going to blend out the edges. I want it to look out of focus. There we go. So I want to go again for more of an abstract feel rather than it being really perfect. I did have the office door open because it's such a nice day and I thought the birdies singing outside would be a nice bit of background noise for you guys, but yeah, next door's dog saw to that, so it'll be a sweat box in here. clean up. So brush again, nice and gently, just blend it out a little bit. Just have to keep reminding myself that we're not in this for perfection. Thank you. The background colour is inspired by one photo. The image I'm going to be working on is inspired by another photo. So it's sort of a bit of a blend, but I want to do something, as I say, a bit more abstract and yeah, I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Now I'm tempted to do a bit of bokeh. Let's see how this goes, apart from the fact that my sponge doesn't seem to want to. Come on now. My sponge is very lopsided. Blend them out a bit. Okay, now the bigger sponge. And say I am on my own tonight for a little while, and of course being lockdown still, yeah, the kids aren't particularly going to bed at any normal time, so if I get interrupted, just be prepared. Okay, soften them all out. I'm softening them in a circular motion so I don't lose the shape, but it just makes them a bit more faded. The text one, I was going to use it on this, but because I need to go and soak it, once Coffee Man's home, then I could probably do it because he can go soak it for me. But because they're screens, they have to be washed straight away. That's the only reason. But I have got them here ready just in case, because I am really tempted to give it a go on them actually. I quite like the idea. So let's go with the green, make it pale. What I want to do is the centre of the dandelion. So I've grabbed my green, which is the yellow green. Are you clean enough? Just going to blend it with the palette knife. It's much easier than trying to blend it. But I want the vibrancy that you get with yellow green. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really nice and vibrant. And should we add texture at this point? I'm quite tempted to. Oh, damn it. I wonder. 2 seconds, I'm going to disappear under my desk. Okay, I can't find what I want quickly, but I don't want to ruin. Oh, I'm not going to ruin it. Just do it. It needs to be bigger than that. Too big. Oh, it might be all right. I suppose they are quite small. I don't know. Let's go with that one. I want to add texture, so that's what we're going to do. I was going to say I enjoyed watching the hour. Thank you. Yeah, that was therapy. Much needed therapy. So I'm going to use I might need to wait, that's the only thing. I just want to get the shape. It's probably too much green actually, but it doesn't matter, we're not being realistic. We're being abstract, remind me we're being abstract, that's the point. I don't want to go overboard on the texture though. Let's take some of that out. The whole point of doing this, I'd like you to choose your own colours as well if you decide to have a go. Please don't follow, well you can follow the colours I've done, but I'd like you to have a go at just exploring something for yourself as well. I think that might be too green. So yeah, don't be afraid to just have a go and try something different. Don't want to use that brush because I need to keep that safe. So let's there we go. So I've got the rough shape. What I'm also going to do, just going to rub that off on the towel to get as much of the purple off as I can. And I'm going to bring some of the nature colour on top. Green and purple always go well together. Oh, I like that texture. It's gone like Artex. Can you see that? So I quite like that. Actually, I quite like the vividness of the green. So I've done that. Let's scrape that off. Just try and clean your brush on a dry bit of tissue or cloth or something in between. Okay, blend that out. The further in the distance it is, the more blended out I want it to be, because I want to still have some depth of field. So where we are at this, can you see already actually we're starting to get a bit of depth of field. Those colours go so well together. So let's just blend that a little bit more. Okay. So a lot of green on your palette. See if I can rescue some of these colours later. So, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm more than happy to answer what I can. Also, I'm not the most biggest expert. I'm just trying to grab the hairdryer. But I can certainly help. So I'm going to unplug the mic so you don't have to put up with the noise. It will not dry underneath. It will just create a bit of a skin on top, which helps you to at least layer a little bit on top of what you're doing. It is still wet, but it's enough that I can get another coat down on top without it muddying. But with acrylics, they take a little while to dry if you're doing something quite textured. So just bear that in mind if you're going to be doing something on top. Right, I'm going to grab possibly the right size. I'm tempted to do the seeds in gold. And I have a really, really nice gold from Sennelier, which is, it's a really pretty gold, and that's what I used on the owl. And it has got an iridescence to it. And that's pretty much what household tools are supposed to do, isn't it? Live in your craft room. Yeah, so I'm unsure what I want to do with regards to the colour. Or do we go abstract, completely abstract? And as long as they're dark, maybe dark purple? What do you think, guys? Okay, if you think dark purple, give me a thumbs up. If you think gold, give me a heart. I'll give you a few minutes to work out what you think. Oh, it's not enough room. Okay, let's get that ready. Let's get that ready. Let's get that clean. Ready. Okay, that's one for gold. Two for gold. I like the way it looks like a planet right now. Okay, while we wait for a few more then, I'm just going to do the little bit of detail in the centre I need to add. I don't need a lot of colour for this. Okay, gold it is then. Okay, I've got to do the tiniest mix to do the holes. I'll zoom you in for this so we can get a little bit of satisfying video action happening. Let's get you in focus. Okay. What I do need to do is soften the top so we blend even more. So let's see if I can just soften the top. Bring some purple into it as well. I'll soften these top ones out in a moment. We basically need to, I'm going to put these in, although some of these will get hidden anyway. So that's the I don't even know what you call them. Anybody know the anatomy of a dandelion? Now, because we need to bunch up the dandelion seeds underneath, we are going to need to do a base layer. So where we want them to be, we need to do a base layer of dark. So we're setting the depth, just like we would if we were doing fur on a animal. So let's get some gold ready. I will probably need to mix the gold. Let's do a little smattering of that underneath as well, just to bring some of that shimmer out. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Rob. You're my first one. Right, a little bit of white. Oh God, I've made a right old mess there. Because I just want to highlight the edge, only because I don't want to lose it, of our pod. I don't know what it's called, so that's what I'm going to call it. Lighten that up a little bit here and there. Okay, so yeah, we took a vote, Rob, and we voted goldy brown, so sort of sticking with the original colour of dandelion seeds. I don't know what the fluffy bit on top is called. I assume it has a scientific name. I should have looked all this up beforehand and impressed you guys, but hey, I'm going to sneak a little purple in there somewhere, I think. Just because I'm naughty. Right, again, just got the gold. The joy with acrylics when you work like this is you can blend on the canvas. There we go. So again, we're going abstract, so please don't come at me that it doesn't look realistic, because we ain't doing it that way. Right. As long as I have enough contrast, that's the only thing I'm a bit worried about. I might lighten that slightly. Just a little bit. Gold. So let's do some gold ones. So let's have a look at the reference. So we've got one sits here. Might be a bit thick. One that sits there. Let's try the small brush. I think the smaller brush will work better. Grab some gold. I'll see if the camera will pick up the gold in a minute. Okay, that's right. Can you see the shimmer on that gold? It's quite nice. I want to keep the texture as well. Oh, bless you, Regina. Thank you. Stay casual, please. Yeah, definitely. We want to keep it nice and loose. It's a new feature that they added. I don't often mention it, to be honest. But thank you guys, thank you very much. Oh, this is going to be so nice when it's dry with all that texture. Let me see where the old coffee man is, because if he gets home soon enough, unlikely, but it means I can do the stencil and show you. I need to get some more. Oh God, he's nowhere near, bless him. Okay. Okay, so trying to keep texture on the brush, all I'm doing is placing the brush down where I want it to go. These I will soften out because I don't want them too strong. And I'm just going to keep layering, and as I come up through the layers I'll go lighter each time. So I am pretty much just putting the base ones down. I think for my sanity I may end up using the Posca. Don't know yet. I don't want to come out too far either, so I think let's get some more gold. And some gold up here. Right, let's soften that back bit out before it dries. So you can still see it, but it's a lot softer. What I might even do is grab some of that green. There we go. I totally do. When he does the job he does, I think it's nice to make sure. I'll tell you what, actually, do you want to hear the backstory as to why I've got it? I need to just strengthen these again now. So, one of my best friends, who I have known since I was 7 years old, she had it on her phone. And because her husband's a truck driver, they obviously had it to just make sure each other's safe. Anyway, he wondered why she hadn't got home. And when he checked the app, he realised she hadn't moved for over 2 hours from where she was. And basically, when he went to drive where she was, he turned up to her being cut by the firemen out of her car because she had had a quite serious car accident. And had he not had the app on his phone, he wouldn't have known about it until she had got to hospital. So because of the job that he does, it's also nice for the kids because they hear the little alarm going, oh, daddy's home, or daddy's on his way, or daddy's got to work, or whatever. Yeah, so that's why we have it. We're not stalkers, really. Maybe a little bit. It's not a bad thing, you know. We're not all crazy ladies who want to make sure you're not doing anything naughty. Okay, I'm just going to start doing lighter ones now. I could probably do with it being a bit drier, to be honest. Oh, that's not even light enough. Let's that. It's a bit better. I don't want too many on there. Let's get some more gold. It's called Life 360. Right, I'm going to see if I can go a little bit lighter again. So ideally I need this to be a bit drier, but it gives you it has got depth. It gives you the idea of it creating this depth, so it has got it. Now I want to see not just the women who are paranoid, Rob. The Posca's dry a little bit more translucent, so I'm debating whether or not I use a Posca to do the lines or whether I do a paintbrush, because the one thing I don't own is a decent long acrylic paintbrush, like a thin one, you know, like you get liner brushes. I have got a liner brush actually. It's not good enough, I don't think, for acrylic. Let's give it a go, see what happens. Wish me luck. Right, let's start up this end. I suppose for some background ones actually. So for some more subtle, again, I can brush them out. Because they're nice and gentle. In fact, I might just let's pull out from what I've got. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. See, the trouble with the watercolour brush when you try and do acrylic is the watercolour brush is too weak. So it doesn't have the strength that it needs. So what I've got there just isn't good enough. Yeah, I definitely need to invest in a brush for this job. I don't like watering the acrylics down either, so okay, let's just do it again. Again, I'm doing all the under painting rather than it being detailed and on top. We're concentrating on doing the under painting. In fact, I'm going to do it with the gold. So we're starting to get a bit of, I'm going to zoom you out. Starting to get a bit of soft depth happening. Let's grab my, oh, it's nice and, Rob's going to like this. It's nice and stiff now, so I can get some nice scratchy effects. So again, we're getting all that underpainting. I keep saying that, sorry. A couple of soft ones going that way, just so you still get the shape of it. Oh, it's looking rather nice. Crap. Didn't mean to do that, Gov. Get off. We'll say it's a bit of bocky, shall we? A bit of repair there. Just rocking the brush side to side. This is so going to need varnish on it. It's going to look amazing when it's varnished. Right, white-ish. I have one literally on my shelf, Rob, and I have the wood ready to go because it's one thing I want to do for a YouTube video. I've been desperate to try it for I don't know how long, and never got round to it. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. I'm a little bit in love with this so far. I think I might need to use the Posca just to give us that hit for the top layer. I'm definitely going to have to get the hairdryer out though, guys, because I can't risk, well, it'll dry out my Posca pen basically. Just fill that out a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to unplug you for a minute, get the hairdryer, so talk amongst yourselves. Clean. Where's my little brush gone? Who ate my brush? That one. That one. I'm pretty... Maybe I didn't have another one. I'm clearly making it up. Let's use that one instead. Use that one instead. Just want to bring, like, I don't know, one strong one in here and there. There we go. Okay. I ate all mine earlier. The kids stole half of it, cheeky buggers. It's incredible, actually, how much detail you can achieve just from doing something like this, where you don't really need to do a lot. Texture really has, you know, there's a lot to be said about it. Let's get some gold in around here. And I think creating the depth of field really helps. Just going to bring back a little bit of sharpness here. Lighten that up a touch. Let's get some more highlights. So if you didn't see about doing the background and you want to see about getting a nice smooth background, it's worth watching this back later on. There we go. Right, okay, so that's strengthened that up again. Now I just need to bring back the holes, I suppose, the seed holes. I'm going to use purple. I want a bit of contrast in colour. Yep, that'll do. Okay. Possibly. I'm going to try the thinner pen first. Okay, too thin. Try the thicker one. But we can use do a couple here in the background where it's almost caught the light a little bit. almost need something in between. Make sure they go in different directions as well. Try not to keep them all nice and neat. When this is dry a little bit more, I'd like to come over the top, but at the minute I'm a bit wary. Let me get this done first and then I'll try it. Okay, I'll zoom you in so you can see, hopefully, the texture of the, you see that okay? Just about, hands not in the way. Do some behind it. You want different layers, so you want to do some that are halfway down as well, not just at the ends. I'll do some thicker ones when it comes to the top layers, just it's starting to affect my pen, the old texture. Like it. Keep going. Let's just slow it down. It's not having it. Probably do with a bit of thinner in it actually to make it go easier. Right. Let's try and hope it doesn't fail. Sorry, I've got my concentration head on right now. If you're talking to me, I apologise if I'm missing anything. Thank you, Joanne. I'll zoom you out in a minute so we can see a bit more of how it's looking with the effect. But the pen is being eaten by the canvas. Too strong for my liking. Soften that out at the top. I'm Here's my texture. Give that time to dry again. Not that it actually needs many more, I don't think, to be fair. I'm just going to put my paintbrush right in the wet paint. Hello, Wendy, stranger. Ooh. Let's see. Let's put it back a little bit. So what do we think of the bokeh effect? Do we like it? Do you think it works? I think it works. Picking that one up. This one as well. Oh, I'm getting messy, guys. Crap. Let's call it an effect. State my hands. I'm actually beginning to think we haven't got much more to do on it. I think if I do much more, I'm going to end up ruining it. I think I am happy with the bokeh. I think I just want some right. If you are prepared for me to have to dash to the sink quickly just to soak the screen, then give me a thumbs up now. If you are happy for me to do the screen. And funny enough, in my screens, I actually have a dandelion. But I will, of course, do so these are the two main ones I used on the picture. You've got the text one, and then you've got like a splatter effect, which I don't think we necessarily need. But I do think the text might work quite nicely. But if I do, it needs to be a pale pink. It can't be anything heavy. Or is it going to ruin it? Is it absolutely fine as it is? Right, we've got thumbs up. Okay. Okay, let's mix the colour then. We don't need a lot. We do it with the palette. White. Or do I do it in the green? Don't know. Okay. So I'm going to have to be a bit clever. We are going to have to try and tape this down, otherwise it is going to move. So, oh. I think the text is the right, yeah. Okay. So the image is roughly here. Oh, I just hope it's, oh, I'm really panicky. It's going to be too light. Sorry for anybody that doesn't like this noise. Oh man, now you say it. I'll tell you what, I can actually. I'll do what I did on the other one. I can. P.S. This drives Coffee Man round the bend, so if I want to get any revenge, I totally can. Don't ask me what it says, by the way, because I haven't got a clue. Right, you ready? I'm going to have a sneak peek. Nice, nice. And I'm now going to run to the sink, because if I don't soak it, I ruin the screen. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, but there you have it. There we go. So we have a mix of the light. Let's turn the autofocus on. So we have a mix of the light, the gold, and then a bit of dark at the bottom. But I really like that. I think we need a splatter on it. I really do. I don't know. Do I leave it? I don't know. Oh, I just don't know. Make these down here a little bit stronger. Dragging it on its side seems to give a much softer effect, which works very well. So I think we need some more. I don't think we got enough. I need to get some more Posca pens. Need to get these sticker sales off the ground, and then I can invest. Oh man, that is pretty nice, isn't it? I do think it's missing a bit of contrast in here. I am tempted. If this goes wrong, forgive me. But if you don't take chances, I think that's fine. Hang on a minute, hang on a minute, hang on a minute. I wonder. I love the fact that you can mix Posca with practically anything. Okay. Please don't ruin it, please don't. Plus this one's got glitter in it. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of punchy contrast between. My brush is going to need a really good soaking because we're all sitting here out in the air with nothing keeping them moist. Oh, and by the way, in fact, I'm going to show you because I think we can get away with it on here. Something I used. Which works really well on canvas. That might be a bit too pale. Is alcohol markers. What I want to do is right near the body of it is just get a bit of more depth. So we just need a couple of dark areas in there really. See the difference that's made. There we go. If you're on about this, just Classique marker, Spectrum Noir. It's just an alcohol marker. Again, it's too wet for me to put any white on top, so that might be something I come and do later on. But overall, I think it's pretty much there. But I'm really happy with that. Got a lot of tidying up to do, and this time it can't wait until the morning. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed tonight actually. It's been quite nice and calming and quite peaceful. So we've got our Bocky and our text on the left, and then the detail of our nice little abstract painting. But I don't think it needs anything else. I think if I do anything else, I'm just going to end up ruining it. But I'm bloody happy with that. So please, if you've got acrylics, have a go, because honestly, this is such an easy way to do it. If you follow what I've done step by step, obviously you may not have the same materials, but improvise. You can still do this, even if you just learn how to do the blend on the background, because I love the blend on that background. So bloody happy with this. So please have a go, and don't forget to tag me on social media as well. If you are new to watching the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well, because most of the time I go live every Wednesday, and I try and mix it up, and I do live tutorials. And I think next week, guys, I am going to try and finish the Loki drawing. No, Ragnar. We'll try and get that finished, because I know you're waiting on it. And then I remembered that we never finished the tiger, so I'll get that at some point as well. I am not going to put this up in the shop at the minute, but it will be for sale. But I'm looking at changing my Etsy store up and getting everything up on my Etsy to make it easier for people to buy, because at the minute the website is so new, it's not very well known. But obviously I make quite a lot of sales through Etsy through the cutting template, so I'm going to eventually upload all of these. But I think that was quite short and sweet, wasn't it? Makes a change. Means getting early night. Go play Warcraft now for a while. 1 hour, about 1 hour if we exclude the beginning, setting up, mistakes and all that sort of stuff. But I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, come and join the Facebook group as well. Thank you, Erica. Bonita Doodles Art Share on Facebook. I also have a Patreon. I mainly do realism on my Patreon. But for as little as £6 a month, you can, for example, learn how to draw something like this. So this is May's Patreon tutorial, which is currently up. And you have access to pretty much the last 1.5 years worth of tutorials. So they're all up and available for you. But have a good morning, afternoon, whichever it may be. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the donations as well. And love to you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.